Hi everyone, this is your Young People's Love Tap video on signs of a dysfunctional family. So before I give you some signs, I want to talk about it just for a moment. Number one, dysfunctional families are predominant in the United States. And the research shows that between 70 and 96% of American families fall under the umbrella of dysfunctional. So it's helpful to understand what that is, because these things, being in a dysfunctional family, whether you're a young person, middle-aged or old or older, can really leave people very wounded with low self-esteem, problems with depression, anxiety, and a host of other things. So the first point really is to understand that this is pervasive and more than extremely common. It's the norm. And when you can give words or language to a situation, you can then own it and claim it, which is helpful in healing, because we want you to have a happy life and be well loved. So you might need to do a little growth and development to heal from the behaviors and actions that happened in a dysfunctional family. I have a blog post that just went up about dysfunctional families, which lists 33 signs of dysfunction in a family. And today, I'm just going to cover or highlight some of the most common out of the 33. Okay, so let's get going. Number one, abuse of any kind: emotional, physical, psychological, economic abuse, violence of any kind, neglect. And neglect means that something wasn't done. It's inactive harm. So neglect is definitely a sign of dysfunction. Secrets, lies, criticism, ridicule, conflict in a family is a sign of dysfunction. Another big sign of dysfunction in a family is a lack of love, or a lack of closeness, or a lack of compassion. Other things that show up under the dysfunctional umbrella includes a lack of emotional abilities. When people can't identify, process, and manage their emotions, it leaves them handicapped, and it doesn't make for very good parenting. So any kind of lack of emotional abilities is a sign of dysfunction. And that could include, we don't talk about our feelings, or it might look like you're not allowed to be angry, or you're not allowed to be sad. There's a lot of ways that can show up. Playing favorites, if parents do that, that's a big no-no, and it's a huge sign of dysfunction in a family. Very bad for young people. It's actually bad for adults and everyone. But any use of shame, use of guilt, use of gossiping, that could be gossiping about the family members, either in front of them or behind their back, usually behind their back. And if you were a young person and you had to be a caretaker to your parent, that could be caring for your parent in a physical way, or it could be caring for your parent emotionally, meaning like you might have to cheer them up. That's a big sign of dysfunction, and it has a huge impact on young people. Addictions of any kind are also a huge sign of a dysfunctional family. And the point here is that this does not have to leave you wounded and incapable of having a great life. You can heal from a dysfunctional family. It's what my blog posts are about. It's what I make all these videos about. But you have to be able to understand, if what you lived through wasn't healthy, what it was, and then the impact on you. So if you grew up in a dysfunctional family, that's the 70 to 96% of American families anyway, it's time to get in action, because you want to heal from this, because I want you to be well loved. And in order for you to be well loved, you're probably going to have to get in some action, do a little healing, and create new habits, new practices, new skills, new empowering attitudes and beliefs that will not only help you heal, but they'll help you be well loved. So I hope that's been helpful. You've got to be able to name it to claim it. It's really important. Please keep me posted on how I can help you live a happier, healthier life. Take care.